Discord has a doxing problem. I've seen multiple people being doxed, and I've read about 100 Reddit posts about people being doxed on Discord. The worst part about this is that in some rare cases, scammers are using people's ID and driver license for fraudulent activities. And how does this happen? Well, surprisingly, people knowingly hand over this information. Now, doxing isn't some dark magical art that only big-brained computer individuals can do. Your average Discord ape could do it. The whole point of doxing someone is to harass them, and anyone that just doesn't like you could end up doxing you. And the biggest mistake I see people make is thinking that doxing someone involves them contacting you and tricking you. If someone trying to dox you wants to figure out your general location, they might send you a weird message with an IP grabbing link. You click on the link, and seconds later they send you an image showing your IP and telling you which city you live in. But nope, that's not my IP, because I'm using today's sponsor NordVPN at nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech. NordVPN is a valuable tool in hiding your IP and location. You don't have to worry about someone trying to scare you by knowing your location, or even worse, trying to DDoS you off the interwebs. However, if you don't click on random links from strangers, NordVPN is still a great tool in allowing you to view region-blocked content. Netflix becoming stale? Well, use NordVPN to teleport to another country and view their exclusives. NordVPN is fast and really easy to use. You can use it on your computer, on your phone, and even probably on your smart fridge. I haven't tested it myself though. If you use my link nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech, and it's in the description by the way, you can get NordVPN's exclusive creator deal. You get a 2-year plan and get 4 months free. Do you have buyer's remorse? Well, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so stop worrying about IP grabbers and get NordVPN using my link in the description. Once again, that is nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech. And thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Back on topic, people assume that doxing requires these fancy IP grabbing links or some special tool like a VTech Dora Carnival Time laptop to get your information. But that's not the case. Do you have that one friend who had no idea what Discord was until you told them? You had to walk them through the entire making an account process and joining your server? Yeah, you probably had that. And was their username their first name and last name put together? Maybe. For me though, 5 out of my 12 real life and totally not imaginary friends have a Discord username that contains their first name and either an initial of their last name or their full last name. And when I know your name is Eduardi and the Morbius, finding the rest of your more personal social media accounts isn't going to be too difficult. However, if you have a super generic first name and last name, it might not be too big of an issue. Now, if you have a normal Discord username like Walmart Greeter76, then you could still have your first name and last name plastered on your Discord profile if you use Discord's profile connections. And oh, look at the time. It's rant time. Discord's PayPal connection is the stupidest idea to come out of Discord HQ. If you don't know, PayPal requires your full legal name to use, and when you connect your PayPal account to your Discord account, boom, your first name's just hanging out there. I have a PayPal business account. I tried it. Boom, my first name was on my Discord profile. Now, to be fair, you can hide it from your profile, but why even connect it in the first place? It just doesn't make sense to me. And this kind of extends to other profile connections. If you're going to add your Spotify account, make sure it doesn't show your whole name or a username that would reveal what your full name is, because that's just bad. Anyways, rant time's over. Welcome back. So uninformed people tend to put personally identifying information in their Discord profile, but people who don't like having snot-nosed kids dangle your home address in front of your nose still make very amateur mistakes that make it easy to get doxed. And these mistakes are ones that most people don't really realize until it's too late, and it's being too much of a silly cat in conversations. If you didn't know already, people love talking about themselves. For some people, they're also a bit of an overshare. And I quote, "At everyone, please do not announce to the server when you are going to go masturbate. This has been a recurring issue, and I'm not sure why some people have such underdeveloped social skills that they think that a server full of mostly male strangers would need to know that. No one is going to be impressed and give you a high five, especially considering where that hand has been. I don't want to add this to the rules, since it would be embarrassing for new users to see that we have a problem with this, but it's going to be enforced as a rule from now on. If it occurs, you will be warned. Then additional occurrences will be dealt with at the discretion of mod staff. Thanks." If you couldn't tell, this was a bit of a poor attempt at being funny.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But I know someone will save this and use it to torture me in the future, so have fun with that. But it's true that people like to share information that might seem innocent at first, but it can expose a ton of personal information. And now we're back on track. A great example is that someone sent their course number for one of their classes they're taking in college, and there was a time frame of the class in the screenshot. Just from that single screenshot and the obscure course name and number alone, I could determine which school the person went to. They also were open about their their first name, and finally with that time schedule of the class, a theoretical doxer could threaten to throw a surprise party of explosive proportions on behalf of that user. And another way people expose their personal information is just slowly over time. Saying you live in America really isn't a big deal, but maybe you say you like visiting Ohio once in a while since it's right next to you. Maybe you say you frequently visit a popular ice cream shop that's only available in your state. Slowly over time, you went from just living in America like a whole bunch of other people to living in a specific region of a state. And this applies to not only Discord, but other social media. If you use the same username for everything, someone can slowly start to gather enough personal information about you to make you feel uncomfortable. Now hold on for a second, it's time to bust some myths real quick. I love busting myths. Can someone get your IP while being in a voice call with them on Discord? Myth busted. This isn't Skype, it's Discord. You won't get your IP exposed on Discord while using the app. And myth number 2, or question number 2, can someone get your IP if you view an image? And myth busted, but also not busted. It's nuts, but someone could theoretically send you an embedded image from a website, and when you click on that image and click Open Original, you could be taken to a website that logs your IP address. Okay, so post-myth-bust clarity is happening, and I think it's a great time to bring up that scammers are using people's IDs through Discord. If you've ever been down bad, or maybe joined a really weird Discord server, they might have had some sort of ID verification system. This is typical with dating servers or NSFW servers, and let me just pull up this fancy schmancy Reddit article. So, one creepy thing I will not forget about owning a Discord server. Basically, I'm going to summarize this bad boy, because goodness gracious, I don't want to read this all. This person owned a NSFW kink server. They took ownership and there was a verification system and they must have kept it. Anyways, turns out 5 months later, someone was actually being targeted by someone in the server. And it turns out that the verification photo that the person sent was never deleted as promised. So this user dives a little bit deeper and there was a database of photos, IDs, and pictures that were very NSFW, etc. of users. Oh my goodness, no one on Discord will responsibly hold your personal information. So if you join a Discord server that has this type of ID verification crap, just get out of there, run, get out of there, it's a mess, don't do it. And just to make the whole point even clearer, I talked to a Discord scammer about verifying Discord bots a while ago, and they told me that the IDs that they bought to verify these scam Discord bots were actually phished or taken from a Discord dating server. And that's not even close to how bad it really would be. Big Boss Canada, let me open up this fantastical article. They basically said that if someone has your personal information, they can access your computer and email, because that's a good way of recovering your account, is using your personal information. They can access your bank accounts, same premise. They can open new bank accounts. They can transfer bank balances, stealing your money. They can apply for loans and credit cards, which ruins your credit score and basically your life at this point. They could buy goods and services. They could hide their criminal activities, or they could get passports or receive government benefits, which is big time fraud with the government. And man, the CRA is going to completely annihilate you inside out. Now, to be fair, your average Discord server owner probably doesn't have the cojones or the brain cells to do something like that, so they will instead just sell your personal information on the dark web. Apparently $5 is worth ruining your life. Jesus, what has the world become? Billy Mays here. But wait, there's more, folks. Instead of doxers waiting for you to send in your ID, they can approach you instead with malware. They could become your friend after a couple months and ask you to quickly download something. You download a fishy, totally not sketchy at all exe, and kaboom, it's Redline Stealer. Time for me to put on my nerdy glasses because we're talking about malware. This malware variant steals your saved usernames, passwords, and even your credit card information. With one file, someone can figure out almost everything about you. They can log into your Discord account and check to see if you have any payment method on file. If you don't buy Nitro, too bad. They can go through your saved credit cards and either get your payment info or your parents' payment info, and now they have your address and your full name or your parents' full name. And if you don't use two-factor authentication, to put it simply, you're screwed. Now, take a deep breath for a second. This is a very serious situation. How do you deal with any sort of doxing or harassment? If this is very low-level doxing, where they just know your name and they're kind of just harassing you to piss you off, the best thing to do is just don't respond or react, because the whole reason why people do this is that they want a response. They want to see you get upset and angry. Don't talk about it in any chats, because they're going to see that and kaboom, there's their reaction that they wanted. And I forgot, make sure to report to Trust and Safety as always. They probably won't do anything, but it's worth trying. However, if you are being threatened with your life, first off, you do need to contact the proper authorities. And the best thing is to just completely delete your Discord account and use a completely new online persona. So what can you do right now in a situation where you're not doxxed, but you're worried about being doxxed? The best thing to do is just try and dox yourself. Find ways that people can make connections between your virtual identity and your personal identity, and make sure to remove those connections. You can delete messages that might have been a little too personal. You could change up your username to something completely unrelated to any of your old accounts. Then you could start adapting a more privacy-focused mindset. So think twice before you send messages, and don't click on random links, and please stop downloading random exe files. Anyways.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.
Jesse, I love you and everyone watching. Mwah.